I want to reach out right now to my daughter.
And what's your relationship with her now?
I ain't talked to her. I seen her on Facebook, and I want to try to find out more I can find.
Right.
And everything.
Do you know where she is?
I know where she lives, but the law wouldn't let me go over there and talk to her or nothing. They told me I can have no contact with my daughter until we get this settled.
And again, you weren't even charged at the time.
No.
So,
no. Dr. Phil, let me explain to you how it's happened.
Please.
When they found Tracy, what's ironic about it is she went missing the day after her birthday, the day after Carl threw her a surprise birthday party. And I believe her birthday was on the 6th. And she went missing on the 7th. They found her on March the 14th, which is the anniversary day.
My anniversary, her anniversary.
The day he was leaving the church to follow the funeral procession to the gravesite, a deputy sheriff handed him an order taking temporary custody of this 3-year-old daughter, Carolyn, and giving custody to the grandmother. And the grandmother took Carolyn and moved to Texas. So for arguably 30 years, she did not know her father and was told he had killed her mother. So that's how this thing came to where it is now.
So right there, I mean, heading to the graveside, they take your daughter. Then you didn't see her for 30 years.
For 28 years. And I told her then I didn't do it.
And did she believe you?
I don't know. I was hoping she would. And I hope she does now. And come to me and tell me that she's really sorry that I miss you.
Now, who was it that asked for this case to be reopened?
Carolyn did, to find out what happened to her mom. I don't hold that against her. Honestly, I don't.
In essence, that's the reason justice has eventually been served here, right?
Correct.
Yes, sir.
I agree.
I mean, you had nothing to hide.
No, never did, and never will.
With her asking for this to be reopened, it ultimately got you cleared. So, I mean, she got what she wanted, and thank God she did.
Yes, sir.
Now, all these years later, what new evidence do they have to arrest you?
Hearsay.
No, it's you have to understand the landscape of the city. The city is about 14,000 people. And at the time, that is in 2016, there were 5 unsolved murders, 5, over the last 30 years. And if you look at the investigators that investigated this case in 1990, they appeared to be very thorough. They took statements from everybody involved, but something was really significant to me that I noticed. They did not interview either one of the 2 men that Tracy was seeing at the time. And she was seeing 2 men at the time.
I didn't know
and obviously he didn't know that, but the people close to everybody seemed to know it, but they were not interviewed. The investigators did have Bobby Herring wear a wire on himself in 1990 and tried to get Carl to make incriminating statements. But no one else was interviewed until 2015. And what happened was Carolyn called political pressure on the police department, the Ozark, Alabama Police Department. They talked to a couple of people, specifically a couple of people that were in prison. One that was serving, I think, 20 years for armed robbery. Another one, I think, was serving time for burglary. So honestly, they had really no significant evidence it changed whatsoever. The investigating officer here, this is a narrative, and it's signed by Lieutenant Jimmy Colberth. It was determined that Carl Harris left his job at Superfoods sometime around 9 p.m. March the 7th, 1990, and went to his home and physically assaulted Tracy Harris. Carl Harris jumped on top of Tracy Harris and began choking her until her body went limp. Carl Harris then placed her seemingly dead body into his vehicle and subsequently drove her to the Choctawhatchee River and placed her body in the water. He then quickly picked up friend Bobby Herring to begin establishing his alibi. This was made by the lieutenant of cold case unit that handled this case. It's signed and dated. And this is the indictment that was served. The only witness listed is James Corden, the officer that investigated in 2015 that clearly misled everyone involved by his words